I just got to Value Village. We're going to go in and do some thrifting to see what we can find for my Etsy shop. I need to do some major thrifting in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for some good thrifting videos coming your way. I'm going to be also doing a thrifting road trip up to Edmonton, Alberta. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be up there for spring break, and we're going to hit a bunch of thrift stores and have a great time up there, visit some family. And in today's video, I'm going to show you some of the thrift stores I've been hitting up over the last few weeks, and we'll finish up with a haul of some of the vintage items that I've found over the last little bit. And I'm also going to show you a few of the places and things we've been doing. I did a trip to Mexico, so I have a little bit of footage from that. And yeah, so a little bit of a mishmash of a video. I hope you guys enjoy it. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. We'll see you in there. We did some spring cleaning at my house, so we have some donations to give to Value Village and get a 20% off coupon. Got our 20% off coupon and we're ready to go. I think I'm going to go back to my roots today and head to the furniture first. Why not? I struck out in the furniture, so I'm going to do the linens for a minute or two and see if I can find anything interesting. These throw blankets always do well for me, but this one is $9.99, which is a little bit more than I typically would pay for one. So here I am in the mugs, just kind of checking out that and the dishware. Value Village prices their mugs really high, so unless it's like really special or in a set, I typically won't buy them. Classy. I like these for my house because I'm collecting glass, blue cobalt glass. These are vintage, made in Taiwan. It's $1.50 each, so I think I might get these for me. This canister is $3.99 and it's marked Italy on the bottom. It's really cute, so I might get this as well. This cookie jar is huge. $6.99. This decanter set is kind of pretty. They're $8.99 for the whole thing. Oh, look, it got me. Made in China. They're not vintage. Too bad, they're pretty. What does that say? Barberware. It's kind of pretty. This would make a cute little plant pot. $3.99. Looks like I found some Pyrex. Let's see what they priced it at. $5.50 for two. Yes, please. I'll take it. It's coming home. This dish is really pretty. $6. I bet it's Italian. It's not marked. It's silver. I kind of like it. I'm gonna think about this one. This is a really pretty tin. $2.50. This is a nice vintage globe. $6.99. I've never bought a globe before. Well, there's a first time for everything.
Back to my car.
I love these vintage duck baskets. They always tend to do well.
I have.
It's $3.99. It's a cute little plant pot. This one is $3.99. I've sold this similar mirror before, so I think I'll pick this up. It has a Made in Canada sticker, which means it's vintage because nothing's made here anymore. So I just ran into one of you here in the store, so it was super nice meeting you, Wendy and Heather, and thanks again for coming and saying hi and chatting. So it's super fun to meet people who actually live where I live and shop in the same store. So if you guys ever see me out and about, don't hesitate to come and say hello. It's a pretty little marble candle holder, but I think I'll pass on it. So it's $3.99. These are cute. It's a set of 3 like votive style candle holders. Iridescent glass, which I've heard is really popular right now. Let me see how much they might be worth. I really like this one for a picture of my daughter that I have in a teak frame, but I'm thinking of selling the teak frame and replacing it with something more like this. Oh, this really neat pendant. I feel like I want it. Make it into a keychain or something. That was a super fun little thrift trip. I was in there for a lot longer than I expected, about an hour. And I just have time now to drop those packages off at the post office. And we'll go home and show you everything I've got in the last little while. We're on to the next store, which is a little tiny Winds, and it's like minus 500 million degrees today. So that's why I'm all suited up. So let's get in there and see. It's 50% off today at Winds, so we'll see if we can find anything in this stop. This little guy is adorable, and he's only $1, so 50 cents today. That's amazing. I think I'm gonna have to get a rolly cart. These are really beautiful martini glasses. I think I'm gonna get 2 of them. and use them as a gift. I just love that textured glass, and they're really heavy. They've got really good weight to them, and it wins if it's glassware and it's unmarked. It's $1, so $1 a piece is a really good deal. Okay, so I came around the corner and I saw this bag. Definitely vintage. It's like a fake snakeskin kind of style. Are we loving it or are we not loving it? This is what the inside looks like. It's like a suede material, and they've tagged it at $7. I'm gonna Google image it and see if I come up with any results, but it's kind of a neat bag. I also found this vintage purse. I don't know if I want to be in the market of selling purses. What do you guys think? Should I pick it up or not? I think I might leave them. Leave them for someone else. I did find this little clutch. It's vintage. I'm tempted. But again, I don't know if I want to sell them. Very tempted. I think I'm gonna get this pink one because it's really cool. I'm gonna have to think about that one. I'm also gonna probably get this for like my shopping bags. It's just a Roots tote in like a dark blue. This is going to be great for one of the mystery boxes where the client, she really likes a sea kind of theme. So I think I'll add this in there. I see a little stool that I might be interested in. Be a great plant stand. It's $5.
You know?
Doesn't seem very sturdy.
Accelerate and then it just comes down there.
I'll pass on it. Could have been cute though. There's a little needlepoint cushion. It's in a little bit of rough shape though. It's a nice little cushion as well. It's $5, so I think I'll pass. I'm going to be getting these set of 2 cobalt blue glass mugs. They're definitely vintage, and I'm collecting cobalt blue glassware right now, and they're $2 each. They're really nice and heavy, and there was 2 of them. Plus I'm going to get this basket for gifting. I think it's $2. Plus I'm getting the martini glasses. I put back the tote bag. I'm going to see what they're going to charge me for this little cute toothbrush holder. I decided to get this vintage tote bag. It's only $3 and it's made in the US. And I think I'm going to put this back. I don't think it really goes with the theme that I'm going for. And I did decide to get the snakeskin bag. So this is everything that I'm going home with at this thrift store. And we'll be on to the next. I'm pretty happy with the finds. Next, I'm going to share a few clips from my Mexico trip. We went down to Cabo with me and 3 other girls and had just a great time there being silly and eating lots of Mexican food. So here's a few clips to enjoy from that trip. We did end up doing a little souvenir shopping and found this Mexican pottery store, which I thought you guys would be interested in seeing, like all of the home decor that they had for sale. I couldn't really fit anything home except for a magnet, so I got a little magnet. But I really love these wall hangings shaped like suns and moons, so they're my favorite kind of Mexican pottery. And I wish I could have fit one home. We also spent a ton of time at different beaches. It's just nice to be by the ocean when you come from a landlocked city. So I'll just leave you with these clips to enjoy the ocean. So we're going to be replacing that teak frame with this one that I picked up today at Value Village. I'm going for more of like a old world / cottage kind of feel in the house rather than the mid-century look that we've been trying to go for. So I'm getting rid of some of the teak. And then as soon as I started filming, obviously this little cutie wanted to come and say hi. So everybody, this is Paula. So this little 5x7 teak frame is now going to be for sale in my shop if anybody out there wants to grab it. It's super nice teak with that beautiful warm color, and it was made in Thailand. This mirror, I decided to pick it up. I like it as is, but I am going to actually do a little bit of an project on it. I just finally ordered some rub and buff because I hear people all the time talking about how amazing rub and buff is. So I'm going to take some rub and buff to this and make it a little bit more gold, I think, around the edges. So we're going to see how it turns out, and I will show you the after. And here's the after. I really like how it turned out. I'm definitely a convert to the rub and buff. It was really easy to rub on and it dried right away, and it just gave it like a nice kind of antique-y gold look to the edge. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. Also, how cute is my cat right now? Paula. Oh, you are so cute. It's Paula's birthday on Friday. She's going to be 7. So this set of candlestick holders will be coming to my Etsy shop. And I think it's 7. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 7 candlestick holders. And I'll style them, I think, with spring colored taper candles. This is my crazy candle cupboard, and it's a little out of control right now. But these 3, I think I have enough of, so I might do like these 3 colors. So it could look something like that. Just for spring, for Easter, I think that would be pretty. I wish I had like a yellow and an orange and a green, but I don't know if I do. I'll have to dig around in my cupboard. Here's the finished product for the candlestick listing. and you'll find these linked below in the description box. Okay, so to finish up the video, I'm just going to show you a few of the pieces I've thrifted over the last couple weeks. Some have sold already, but the majority are available in my Etsy shop. And everything that's available will be linked in the description box below if you are interested in checking out my Etsy shop. We're going to start off with a couple things that just recently sold. So this wine caddy sold off of Etsy within a few days of me posting it. So I just recently thrifted this from Value Village, and I believe this sold for $40, and I think I paid about $3.99 for this. So this is the second one I found, and they both sold right away. So they seem to be a very hot ticket item. So if you're a reseller, keep your eyes peeled for these wicker wine caddies. And this also sold in under a day on my shop. Wall pockets always seem to do really well. People really love them. And this one is really pretty. My daughter actually found this when we were thrifting together. And she said, "Mom, what about this one?" And I said, "Oh, wow, that's really, really nice." So she's getting kind of an eye herself. And it's marked on the back and dated 1979. So handmade piece. And yeah, this sold for, I think I priced it for like $26 or $28. I can't remember. So next up, so I have this little milk glass vase that I thrifted a few weeks ago. It is now on the shop, and it's just really beautiful. I was tempted to keep this one for myself because it is so pretty, just with the pedestal design, and I love the white milk glass. So I've never seen one quite like this before. So I think it's really pretty, and I have a feeling this will sell pretty quickly. Just really love the design of that one. And these candlestick holders, these were actually a gift from one of my best friends, Chelsea. She found these for me and gave them to me for Christmas. So that was really nice of her to do that. So I have people thrifting for me now. So these are going to be, and she got them for me. She knows I'm going to resell them. Just so we're clear, I'm not like selling her gift. She got them for me because she knows that I'm going to sell them on my shop. But I really love them. They're really weighty. They're quite heavy. And they're made in India. They both have the stickers there on the bottom. And yeah, I love the design of them. The patina is perfect, just enough of that antique finish. And those are available right now. Next up, I've had this for a while. I was using it in my house. It was in my bathroom, my powder room, but I decided to let it go. Just decided to sell it one day. I thought I never would. I was like, I always wanted to find one of these little cute brass bathtubs, but I decided to let it go to one of you. And this is now available on my shop. These were from like the late 80s to early 90s, I think. And they were like, you know, sold as a soap dish, which you could use it for a soap dish, but I find like the soap will tarnish the brass. So I don't know, I would use it for a trinket dish or just like a standalone piece of decor rather than a soap dish, but it's my personal thought on that. I did find this, you guys know if you've been watching the channel for some time, I'm helpless against all things cat. This one was no exception. I found this at Goodwill. I think it was probably like $3 or $4 at the most. And I just couldn't help but buy it. It's like an 80s plaque with like that 80s, like the way they photograph back then. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, where the people like stare off into the distance, and this cat is just too funny. So I had to get it, and it was made in Edmonton, Alberta, so Canadian made, and this is available now on my Etsy shop as well. I just love that thing. It's just too funny. And I found these recently, and I thought they were really neat. It's a grandma and grandpa candle holder, carved wood candle holder set. They're on my shop now, listed individually. This one, the gramps and the grandma. So they're both separate there. But I thought they were really neat and really cool. I've never seen one like this before. I think it'd be like a really cute gift for someone to get for their grandma or grandpa. So I just had to pick them up because they were adorable, and I just can't help myself. And then you saw in the footage from today's video, I found this set of 2 Pyrex bowls, the Horizon Blue pattern. These are almost mint condition, and I could not believe the price. And it was $5.49 for both of them, which is crazy because usually Value Village like prices their Pyrex like crazy prices. So I don't know. Somebody was wanting to give somebody a good deal today back when they were doing the pricing. So I was really happy. And the lady who I met who follows the channel, she was telling me a little bit more about this pattern. Like these bowls, they come in a set of 4. So there's actually a solid blue larger one, and then a solid blue middle one that it comes with. And she actually located the medium-sized blue one that was actually at the thrift store as well, and came to find me to give it to me to buy with my set. But I decided not to buy it because it was just too scratched. There was so many scratches on it, so I decided to pass on it and just get these 2 that were in really, really good condition. And those are on my shop as well. And the duck basket, we saw that already. These always seem to sell really well, so I always pick those up. What else? I also have these that are going on the shop. Actually, I think they're already on there. They're just the brass bird sculptures. And I had these hanging in my house for a long time, but I decided to let them go to one of you guys. So these will be available on my shop as well. And next up, we're almost done. This is just a little key holder, brass key holder that I found recently, and that is also available for you guys. And I just thought it was really neat. I've never seen one like this where it hangs off of a thing, whatever you call it. It's originally made in Taiwan, so probably 80s or 90s. And I thought that was a really neat brass item. I've got a lot of brass on the shop right now, which is good because brass usually does well. And then, okay, I've got a couple books that I just put on there as well that are really cool. This is Men Ships in the Sea, not Women Ships in the Sea. No women apparently allowed on the boats back then. So Men Ships in the Sea. It's a really cool book, despite the title. And it has a really nice linen-like cover. So obviously it would be great just as like a decor book, but it has really cool subject matter as well, like a lot of really interesting drawings or paintings, photographs, etc. So it's a really cool book. I really like this one. So that's available on my shop too. And I've had that for a while and I didn't want to get rid of it because I like it a lot. But I decided to let it go. There's actually a bunch of coffee table books that I own that I got. Here's another one that I got at a private book sale that was, they were clearing out a house full of hoarded books. Like they had thousands of books and they were selling them all for like $1 each. So I got a lot of coffee tables last year for $1 each. And I have too many of them, so I'm going to be making some of them available. There's a lot of really good ones that are coming. This one is really cool. So this is someone's illustrated journal that was printed into a book. It's from 1976, I think, and it's all about Toronto. So it's a really, really, really cool book with just, it's full of illustrations all about the city. So it's really neat for someone who's interested in Canadiana or more specifically Toronto. So that is available as well on my shop. And then last but not least, I think this is the last one. How much do we love this? So this guy is available on my shop. And so I have had him for a long time. I love him so much that I have really just been struggling as to whether or not I'm going to keep this crewel or sell it. And I've decided it's time to sell it. I've had it for almost a year. I found this at a fabric sale. So once a year in Calgary, they do a fabric sale called the Ujama Grandma sale. And I went last year with my mom and my daughter, and I went reluctantly because I was like, I don't know if I want to go to a fabric sale. But I went, and boy, was I ever glad that I went, because they had all sorts of fiber art kits. I got a ton of fiber art kits. I found 2 of these, believe it or not. There was 2. I gifted one, and I kept this one, but it's time to let him go. This is a magnificent crewel. I just cannot even with it. Like, it is so well done, and it's in such good shape. This is a 1970s kit, a sunset stitchery kit. And it was just really, really beautifully done. Like, the tassels are just, I love them so much. So anyway, it's available on my shop. I will be slightly sad to see it go, but they'll leave space for me to get something new. So with that being said, that just about wraps it up for what I've thrifted over the last little bit. And thank you once again for tuning in. I hope this video inspired you to hit up your local thrift store. And before you go, don't forget to hit the like button and drop a comment. Let me know what your favorite find was from today. And until next time, have a good one, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.